So last episode, you have your spoiler warning. 3, 2, 1, begin. We managed on final day, beating QPR to slimly secure our championship playoff spot. After a big last-minute fight with West Brom, we do go into the playoffs where we have Sheffield United, which will be an interesting game because it's not us against them, but us against Pasalic. Yes, guys, this is going to be very, very interesting. The finale of season number 4 here with Grimsby, and the best bit of news. Here we go. You can see kits are back, and we've got some new kits on the way, which I cannot wait to show you guys. I really love next season's. But what league will we be in? Because, of course, we've got to get through the playoffs if we want to get promotion from the championship. And I don't know about you guys, but I do not want another season in this league, because that would make 3. And our squad is good enough, a Premier League quality squad, but of course we did have a player revolt on our hands. Some unhappy faces, as one player we let go of who wasn't unhappy is the man we are facing. This man, Marco Pasalic, who now is 86 rated. Should we have sold him? I mean, we can't be regretting it now, and they do have a lot of good rated players. Look at the striking options. We have beaten these before, though. As who's in their midfield? I mean, Gustavo Hamer's there, Vinicius Souza. It's a very good team, but who's going to be in our team? As we've got a little bit of fatigue, so we might have to change both legs up. But for the first one, we've got to go strong, and this is the strongest we have. The biggest shock of all, Milovanovic, he steps back into the squad. Despite Undav's 2 goals, his brace against QPR, he starts on the bench and maybe makes an impact off it. And this will be a huge game. We've only got the 2 to play, or 3 to play actually, and we can afford to play all 3. So a lot of gameplay here against the Blades, Sheffield United, but come on, Grimsby Town. We've beaten them before, and we've got to beat them again as Matty Wolf charging forward. He's our best rated player now. Been here almost from the start, and it's a very dodgy tackle, you know. Referee, have a word. No need for that, but the Blades getting stuck in as Milovanovic on the free kick. Don't understand that one. And the referee's pointing to the spot. A penalty for Grimsby. As don't get me wrong, I think it was scoring without a penalty, as the camera won't catch it. We'll have to have another look. As let's see this. Right, it's going down lower, and he does look like he punches it, to be fair to him. But it went to the path of Savage as McAtee on the spot kicked Milovanovic. Did miss the last one. John McAtee scores! The main player, our star boy, has arrived. John McAtee for Grimsby against his brother's old club. James McAtee making a name for himself at the Blades, but that is a finish of high quality. 1-0 to Grimsby. Get in there, Mariners. Still, we've got to play football, though, and now you can see already they're starting to press us, and we've lost the ball from it. I mean, brilliant from them, but not from us. As a good tackle, Matty Wolf stepping out, and Casado, he needs a run on this right wing from McAtee as he's going to chip it over to John, and McAtee loves it on this wing. He's tried to cut back. Milovanovic keep on running. It's going out, and it's going out for a corner. Brilliant at Blundell Park, as we are going to whip these balls in. Doug Thurm. Ooh, the captain almost scores one. But still, we continue to dominate. It's Casado into Wilson. Kane Wilson in the middle. The Spaniard from long range. Less of that, please. I mean, we are winning the game, but we have to be more careful with the ball, as there's 120 minutes to go. Or longer than that, isn't it? 135 minutes to go, because we've got, of course, this half and then 2 more halves at Bramall Lane, where we have, of course, won before, and I can't believe we're this dominant. Milovanovic, come on. It's usually the team that finishes below the other in the playoffs that does put up the biggest fight, and Janssen, no. He's tackled us in a good place for them. Had to take him down, and Milovanovic gets a booking as, oh my days, Zerkui. He should have scored for the Blades. We ain't won this game yet, and look at the overlap and all the runs they're making. It's through to Bene, and Traore does score, making it 1-1 at Blundell Park. We need to win this game before it goes to the second leg. Awful goal to concede. And I haven't seen much of Pasalic. Is he injured or something? As look, They're trying to injure us further. Not being impressed by their tactics, they really have been a dirty side. As head that back, Dragus into Schmidt. Schmidt with the turn into Wataru Endo, who's into his final month of contract. He does want to sign again, maybe. Good ball into the box, and it's a header from Charlie Savage, of all players. A brilliant ball from Wataru Endo, and GRIMSBY back in front. Look at this for play. It's a brilliant run from the wide player, just crossed with his left foot. Savage with that dink. And now we have an advantage, but we need to, of course, keep this as Traore. He's the danger man. I don't know if he's been on the field all game, but he's been very good as we're trying to get McAtee off the field. I want him to get a little bit of a rest before the second leg. As Kane Wilson, no, don't lose it that far up the field, because now they're going to attack at us, and at least he's got back to cover. But Doug Tharm, watch your man. Doug Tharm, brilliant tackle, absolutely executed to perfection, and a good ball through to Dragus, who's yet to arrive in-game, as here goes the Romanian. There's a round one, around maybe two, but no, Jack Robinson with probably the last action of the game, but a free kick for them, and Tuta with the header. 1-1 or 2-2, courtesy of Tuta, the centre-back. We won't be winning the home game just because of that. Meaning everything will be to play for at the lane, but a late attack. Maybe we do win this leg. What a ball! And what a goal from Dragus! If only this was the second leg, we would have won the game by now. His first in-game goal, the Romanian Euro star. What a finish. We should be going away from home, just trying to hold this lead right now. And what a finish by the winger. Final whistle went straight after it, and Lallana's in the presser. Adam, what do you make of that first win at home against the Blades? He gives a little bit of a smile and says, I don't think anything. I know this game is far from over because it's a game of 2 games. Which he's absolutely right about, and still we need to get this team fitter. You can see all our best players. Don't know why I'm not showing you the sharpness, actually. Here it is. They're all very, very fatigued, which has me thinking, again, do we go defensive? I don't know what team they'll put out there. As you can see, the other game, Ipswich losing to Watford. Bit bad. I would rather play Ipswich. And because I'm so concerned over this huge game right here, I'm going to ask Adam Lallana what he thinks to a formation change. Right, so we have a narrow lead and we are playing away from home in an atmosphere which is going to be quite territorial. I'm leaving tactics to you, but do you think we change shape? Going defensive here with just counters could be quite good. As the manager says, let me stop you there. We are not going defensive. We are Grimsby Town. Our attackers are better than our defenders. I know the squad looks tired, but we have youth we can call upon, who I know for sure will want to take their opportunities. As this is the team we're putting out there. So, Milovanovic still in, and yes, them youth players are back. Summer starts alongside Marriott. Into the Lions' Den, or should I say, well, the Sheffield United Den. I don't really know what I was going for right there, as I don't know what approach Adam Lallana actually wants to play. Of course, we're a counter-attacking team, and if we get to the Premier League, we definitely want to stay that way. There'll be some very good teams up there, but then we'll sign good players as Charlie Savage starts, skips away from his man, and that's got to be a handball, referee. A free kick on the edge. And who's going to be taking it? Well, it's going to be Nathan Marriott, as you can see Endo right there. The camera going through his body, and Marriott, maybe a bit too much power, as that's hit a hand, surely. And the referee, I think, has given another spot kick very early into the second leg. As let's have another look, shall we? I'm going to look through this angle. He does run away from the wall, so I guess it kind of is a handball. Of course, he gets out of the way, but then, as you can see, the ball falls, and it might have just gone over Summers' head. Then again, I thought we had a chance, and McAtee has been benched as it's down to Milovanovic, who hits the post again. That's the second time he's done that, going for his favoured penalty spot. He's definitely not going to be on them again, as now they will get their tails between their legs and really attack us now, Sheffield United. Jas up front. Stopped, though, by Endo. And Nathan Marriott, a fully fit Nathan Marriott to run at their defense. Come on, you've got to get round your man there. And he does. Gonna cut inside again, but bloody Tutor. He has been amazing in both legs. Despite the goals he leaked when he was in the defense the first time round, as that's a good ball from Endo. If we can keep it into Dragos. Oh my days, we got his foot on it. Milovanovic just wide, though. At least he doesn't seem too affected by, of course, the penalty misses. Jas through, though. Koulibaly. Good block by Tharm. It still falls back to them. And shock him with a big save. Just what we needed. But again, a ball into the box and a header across the goal. Kane Wilson has to clear it, and Summers complained about his game time through the season, but now he's trying to prove a point as the two youngsters link up right here. Nathan Marriott around the defender. Grbic with the save, who seems to be back in the goal for the Blades, as that's a good corner kick as well. And another save from the Croat, keeping us out so far as it's 0-0 at halftime, and we aren't playing defensively, but we're solid at our defensive football. And what I mean by that is every time they come forward, we are just shutting their attacks down. Jas does a Kui, get a slide tackle early doors there. Absolutely woeful. I mean, I'll take those all day long. Wataru Endo playing like he does want a contract, but some of his passing's been a bit skew with. Not all of it, but a little bit, as they're going to look to counter on us. Vinny Souza, the defensive midfielder, over the top into Jas. Doug Tharm. Oh, he's handled it. As again, not a good position for a free kick for the Blades. It's going to be Pasalic. He's on the field, and he's caused Jokin to make a big save. One of the players we signed with the money that we did receive from that man right there as Summers. Oh, my days. He skipped past the defender, Trusty, and now he's on a bit of a run. Summers to the back stick. It's a good ball, but what a save. Phenomenal by Grbic, but still a corner for Savage, and a corner that doesn't beat the front post. Still, Summers puts it down into Nathan Marriott to hit it. Turning to a very cagey game despite the 0-0 scoreline as Kane Wilson, he goes forward to put pressure on a lot, which is good, but then he leaves a bit exposed as Wolf, he's got the ball back. As the last time we won 4-2, which if we scored, it would be on aggregate, was when Dennis Undav played in that final game against QPR, so he is back on the field as we skip in past defenders. He's found Summers, not Undav, as Dragos across the box. He looks for Dennis, little man, who's still partial to a header, as Wolf's been fantastic, but the ball falling back to them. Dagba, a bad tackle from Kane Wilson, getting a yellow, but still, the game goes on, and don't tell me this is more than a yellow. Our right back is suspended. If we reach the final, that's bad. Not only bad for the final, but bad for the rest of this game, of course. We've got to defend. Pasalic tried to walk straight through us, because now the Blades will come forward and they're targeting the right-hand side. Ball onto Jas. We just need to defend. We're into added time right now. Matty Wolf with a big foot in. Ball blasted forward, and Grbic just to pass it short. We need to get right side. Summers tries to slide. He's going to get a yellow card. And Serki through the middle. Not now. Not never. It's a good tackle, and Schmidt, he's going to whack it. And the whistle finally goes. 2 minutes over the clock. But Grimsby Town win or draw. Yes, with 10 men, so we've got a bit of a disadvantage. But I don't care right now. The Mariners are going to Wembley. Get in there, lads. Nothing from Adam Lallana. It'll probably be mixed emotions because we didn't win the game. And we did get a player suspended as a draw elsewhere. Ipswich and Watford 2-2, meaning we will face Watford. Troy Deeney's ex-club. Don't tell me he's in charge of them right now, as Wilson, or not Wilson, but Green has left to Orlando. And no, not the Four Seasons, as we need to get this team ready. Dragos has played brilliantly, but McAtee is right there. So he's going to come in. And Summers, I might drop him, I'm afraid. Change this midfield around. I think that's the best we do. Do like Endo on the left, as he's been training as a centre mid. Marriott stays in, though. I did like the pace he offered, but who's replacing Wilson? Because we don't have a good right back. And to be fair, Casado, it does say he can play right there. A -2, which means we could actually still trust Summers in Cam and play our two youth players. So yeah, I'm going to trust him. As Endo, does he go up? It stays at a 77. He might sign another contract, though. Then again, he is 34 and he's gone -1 in rating, and we will need all the money we get, not just for signings next year. Whichever league we're in, there will be a big announcement to go, but that announcement can wait for after Wembley. Our second trip here in all of this Grimsby Town to glory this year. Oh, and we are in the away kit, which of course I mention I love, but it would have been nice to be in black and white, but the Hornets are in their yellow. Hopefully they're upsetting them colours, as we need to win. And again, Milovanovic starts. He did miss the penalty last time, but he never stopped trying. And he's got a lot more potential, of course, than Dennis Undav. Although he's brilliant, he's a good bench player to have. And we've got a fully fit team. Nathan Marriott, could we get an early goal? And Gakia with a good tackle. But still, keep this pressure on. Marriott wins the ball back and drill that into the middle. Milovanovic, no! Never looked confident, not once getting that ball. See, their striker gets their shot off. An easy save for Jokin, but a very open cup final, which usually isn't the case. Hitting one of our players as Wataru. That's a good ball forward. Milovanovic with a pass on. And now Nathan Marriott with a cut inside. Nathan Marriott, he's going to go for range, and that's not a bad shot. A little bit of a warning sign. Don't mind it at all, but I do mind it when they come forward. Both teams going very quickly forward. It is not a conservative game at all. Both teams just want to play forward. And that is really a good sign, because now we can expose their defense. If we just try to get it to the left-hand side. Was there a foul in there, though? I think for me there actually was, as Busaid, a tackle. Casado with a sloppy pass, but McAtee picking up on it. Come on, lads. Urgency. We need to get this ball switched. Now, that's where we do well. But again, we failed with it. And Watford are actually just maybe trying to stop us. I don't know. But they are going to get a shot off and an open net from Gakia. But he is offside. A very good thing for us. At least it won't count. And yes, momentarily, I was absolutely scared to death right there. But now we can counter. We did just take the free kick, which we wasted a little bit. But half-time, 0-0. We can still go again in this game. There's a goal for us in normal time. But what a cagey finale. And if you haven't noticed, I've actually tried to avoid saying the words Premier League to not jinx it. And nope, I did just mention it, but I feel a bit confident. That's why, that we can just keep doing what we're doing. And Watford won't score. They've had one chance as Schmidt. That's an excellent ball to the back stick. No one picking up on it, of course. We did run past the ball as a shot from Savage. Still falls back to Savage, and a wonderful goal from our Welsh midfielder. That's why I felt confident. A wonderful goal at Wembley from Robbie Savage's son, Charlie Savage, making a name for himself, and that is a brilliant goal in the Royal Kit in London. Brilliant finish. 1-0 to the Mariners. But now I'm dialing it down because the game is far from over. Adam Lallana will know that himself. Kayembe through the middle, and they've somehow passed straight back to us. Come on, an hour gone, 30 minutes, and we are in the PL. Not going to say them words again. Not going to try and jinx it as Schmidt. Come on, get going, mate. There's Savage at the side here. The Swiss man from range. Was on target to the top corner, but maybe a bit of a risk. Then again, he's got back into play to try and mark a Sprila, who's a brilliant player, you know. And oh my days, it went over Matty Wolf still. Charlie Savage. We're all over the dock on the floor, and Alan, oh my days. Nervy bit from Grimsby Town, but still we managed to survive. And oh, Charlie Savage, he's got injured. And of course, our midfielder is playing it right back. The only crucial injury we've ever got, and that means on the bench, it's going to be Jacob Bell. Can he really play in midfield? Oh no, Thompson is defensive. That is the perfect switch around. As it was a game-stopping injury as well. I think the first one we've had in this save. And with this being the playoff final, if we do reach the Premier League or whatever league we're in, he may miss the start of the fixtures, as that's a brilliant ball in, but another shot missed by us. John McAtee tried to pick up on it, and Summers now, he's picking up on it still. McAtee was offside last time, and this time it's in! It's the second goal, and I don't believe it! How has that gone in, the goal? It's an absolute freak of a shot, but Grimsby now 2-0 up, and I can say the words Premier League, feeling confident. Bachmann with a howler. McAtee with the second. As Dennis Undav get on, you are the man perfect for this moment because we're going to have to go defensive. And he is our counter-attacker. 5 minutes of the game left. Did we even beat Watford this year? Over the 2 games, I don't know. But John McAtee, ex-Luton, he's been loving playing against these. As Summers is through if he can reach Dennis Undav. It's 3-0 Grimsby. The man who joined, Adam Lallana, used his contacts to just get us over the line. Is literally doing that. From fighting relegation to winning at Wembley and only just sneaking in the playoffs, but we deserved it. We bet some good teams. And a special shout out to Casado playing out of position, and you didn't even notice there was something off. He just played like Kane Wilson as black and white stripes. Don't match the kit, but I will take the black and white. Get it in the trophy cabinet. As it's going to be Doug Tharm, been here since League 2 next to his counterpart Matty Wolf. And that is brilliant. The Mariners winning their second playoff campaign, and they haven't lost one to date. And there might not be one next year. Well, who am I kidding? There won't be, because there isn't any playoffs in the Premier League. Now we just need to survive, but in the top tier. As no interview from Lallana, I don't know why it just hasn't shown up, but I will just stare at that all day. Championship playoff winners, but there's got to be another winner today, or decided the contenders today. No one wins immediately as player of the season. You can see top scorer at the club is actually John McAtee. How fitting, the Grimsby Town ex-player with it. Dennis Undav with 15, Milovanovic 12, Marriott 10. And whilst we're here, let's check the injury to Charlie Savage. 2-month dislocated shoulder. He should be back for the Premier League. As anyway, our best player contenders. The first one, John McAtee. He's got the highest average rating at a 7.07. And second is Nathan Marriott with a 6.92. And then Charlie Savage, one below. He's always up for nomination. As there is one actually higher than them both, Dennis Dragus, but I'm going to say you have to play over 20 games to be nominated for Player of the Season. Putting Milovanovic on that list, of course. I'm quite shocked. He's actually got a higher rating than Undav, and it's always bloody attackers. Feeling sorry for this man, Doug Tharm, who's been excellent, and also Matty Wolf. That partnership has to go into the Premier League. As for players leaving, we've got some guaranteed. Danny Rose leaves the club. Maybe could be a coach in the future, but he's retiring, so we actually cannot speak to him. Kieran Green's leaving, Malarkey, and also Jordan Ayew, one of Troy Deeney's mates, as we're going to speak to our new mate, our new best friend really, Adam Lallana, our manager. Adam, both congratulations and thank you at the same time for getting this club into the Premier League. I can't believe it's happened. We started all the way in League 2, took the gamble with you, and you've shown you're a class manager. But I can't lie, Premier League life won't be easy on the budget. We do have a lot of money from a new sponsor on the kit next year, but we've got to invest that because the sponsor want us to build a new stadium, which will cost half of our budget.